PS4 Broadcast. But then the quarterback is good, man. The little rookie. The little rookie is good.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I mean, I put him on the trade block.
Like
I put him on the trade block.
of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, I know what he's going to do.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Nice move at the 40.
Oh.
And into the end.
That's how fired he is.
Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first down.
Man, I just can't do that.
The first play from scrimmage.
Some of these people
haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
I don't know, bro.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
I already lost
no
it.
thought to bring this one
I
out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
I already lost, man. Already lost.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Bowman. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Yeah.
Operating from the gun. Bowman. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. On first down, Bowman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. The worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Same play you can do it again. You probably just flip it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Now Davis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll try to run forward with Davis. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
I think it's my play call.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Everything.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as
my
his
whole
guys
defense
will get
is pretty
it
much 99.
at the 25. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Bowman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's the backup Mayfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So give to Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run. And he caught it up. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it. There's the penalty.
Throwing, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On third down, Mayfield. He can run for it, and it's a fumble. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
I told you. Told you, dude.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, Mayfield. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down, it's Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
none of them.
You're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result.
I don't know. I guess maybe
hasn't
team
worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. The give is to Jones. And he's got room. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out of the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, they'll run through, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah. We'll
find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
How you doing, sir? I can't do it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 and the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I don't have to play. All right, I'll go back.
2nd down, Mayfield. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Buying time to his left. I think the ball's out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Detroit! Detroit! Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute successfully on that play.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try.
Now a hit and a loose football. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback. All day long, they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mayfield now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schilder. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ronald Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on his short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll make it second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 40-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Dodges him at the 50, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
There they try to sweep to Jones.
That's what I'm doing.
Revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Girl can't make me do shit.
Looking to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly
when Earl started making me be able to do shit.
But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. This one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
And I said when Earl started,
and that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Man, that's a big word, bro. I don't even know what a sativa is.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake.
Oh.
Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That make it sound like, man, when you say it like that make it sound like you went to the clinic. It sound like you went to get gonorrhea.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Throw left
And then when he
side.
said go to the
It's
clinic, bro, that's what
Andrews.
he found.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
He said,
They
"Well,
get
girl
only
took me
4
to the
that
clinic."
time as that
That's
leads
what it
us to a
sounds.
4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Time for a break. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish
That's what he said.
after this. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Here's a give to Davis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this.
Man, you tried to get
lost.
me.
It was over,
You
right?
worse than what's the name though?
A running play and pretty much said to everyone,
This dude here sends me a wide receiver with 86
before we
speed.
get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get
Good.
better. As we
I know
go
you hear me
forward.
talking about
Up
you.
at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
A left end, which I don't need. And then you gave me a wide receiver. You was trying to give me a wide receiver that's slow as fuck.
Quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set
He ain't worth that at 86
on
speed.
3rd down. They've struggled to the
first.
tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face
Hey.
a 3rd and 2.
Shit, I can't even pass on the quarterback can't even get the ball to the receiver. Shit.
It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. There goes Melvin Gordon. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much
What's
we
name
know.
should
We
be
want
the
to
most
protect our home
MVP
turf.
of that
They
one.
got that done in this
Gordon.
one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home.
It's holiday
after a win
routine,
like
bro.
that.
So for the Steelers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns,
Broadcast.